Good afternoon, Mayor Teresa Millwood. To my fellow councillors, council staff and our community, I'm proud to present the Cassowary Coast Regional Council's budget for 26-27. This year's budget comes at a time of uncertainty, with the conflict in the Middle East impacting our economy. What has that got to do with council, you may ask? Well, it contributes to the rising costs for our ratepayers and our business community. These rising costs then flow on to council through the delivery of essential services and maintaining critical infrastructure. Despite the challenges, we're committed to keeping costs down as much as possible, and we've looked very closely at how we can be more efficient and innovative. In this year's budget, we will be investing more than $80 million in capital projects across the region to mitigate flood risks, to renew roads and footpaths, and to enhance safety and accessibility. This $80 million investment includes $38 million worth of funding we've received from external sources. Plus, we will continue to deliver the services you can count on, such as clean water, waste services, and safe public spaces and facilities. We've achieved a lot over the past year. For example, we officially opened the refreshed Mission Beach Town Centre. This was a massive accomplishment and one of the biggest projects Council has ever delivered. Council also was instrumental in seeing major progress at Port Hinchinbrook, where we assisted the state government to acquire key sites to allow for major works to begin in this beautiful part of the region. Over the next 12 months, we'll progress the revitalisation of the Innisfail CBD. Council's job is to serve the community to the best of our ability, and this means being accountable, responsible and responsive. This budget is all about working towards our vision of the Cassowary Coast to be the most livable tropical community. I'm now going to touch on some key points about our budget and the work we're doing. For the full budget details, please visit our website. You can expect to see more of our town centres taking on a new look in 26-27. We will continue this exciting journey. In 26-27, we will invest more than $4 million to reseal roads, refresh line marking, upgrade intersections, and improve the safety and accessibility of footpaths in the Innisfail CBD. We'll also increase all-day parking and upgrade the car park on Owen Street. These improvements respond to the community's feedback about how we can make Innisfail CBD a prosperous, vibrant and welcoming town centre. In Innisfail and Tully, we've introduced illuminating trees to promote safety and enhance ambience. And we'll soon introduce lush tropical plants into the CBD areas. For Cardwell, we're progressing further on drainage and flood mitigation projects, as well as exploring tourism and economic development opportunities through the Cardwell Gateway Precinct project. We've been listening closely to the community about the Warina Lakes building, and with consultation extended to gather more feedback, and soon we'll move to detailed design for Banyan Park. We will continue to consult the community on key projects, and I encourage you to get involved. Your feedback really does matter. The Cassowary Coast is famous for being the wettest region in Australia. I'm proud to say that our community is always prepared and so resilient. However, 3 significant weather events in recent times have impacted our communities and tested our resilience. Therefore, a major priority in this year's budget is to mitigate flood risk and strengthen flood resilience in key locations. We've committed over $4 million in 26-27 to deliver vital drainage upgrades across the Cassowary Coast. You will see shovels in the ground in Cardwell, Castor Street and Marillion, the Flying Fish Point Basin Outlet, Coda and Quilla Streets in Mission Beach and Gregory Street in Silkwood. We'll also progress solutions for Mill Street in Marillion, Gundy Bend in Innisfail, and we've established a drainage reserve fund so we can find solutions for other impacted areas. We've committed over $30 million to upgrade and maintain Council's roads, bridges and pathways in 26-27. Works include upgrading unsealed roads to seal roads, renewing roads and bridges and installing new and wider paths. Road upgrades include Bowen Street, Jubilee Road, Scoogle Road, Granadilla Road and Stevenson Road. We'll continue to advocate for our fair share with the Queensland Department of Transport and Main Roads as they upgrade state roads. Plus, we've secured almost $20 million through Disaster Relief Funding Arrangements, DRFA, to restore essential public assets following recent severe weather events. Disaster relief funding is absolutely critical for local governments, and it's vital for both state and federal governments to continue to support the DRFA so that costs aren't shifted onto our ratepayers. Over the past year, councillors and I have engaged extensively with residents, businesses and primary producers. We understand how tough the current economic situation is for our community, and we have heard how the rates discount helps to minimise financial impacts. So it's staying. We are retaining the discount for ratepayers who pay their rates on time. We've also worked very hard to keep the rate rise within inflation. Owner-occupied general rates will increase by 5%. So for the majority of owner-occupiers, this means the average general rates increase will be $90 per year, equal to $1.73 per week. Historically, council had 2 waste charges. Now you will see them as one combined charge on your rates notice. Waste collection costs have been heavily impacted by the fuel price increases, and they continue to escalate. It's the same situation for all councils. No one is immune to the effects of the Middle East conflict. It's not free to dispose of rubbish. It's actually one of council's biggest costs. We've worked hard to identify efficiencies so we can keep costs down. We've applied a 5.5% increase for waste. That is a cost for recovery only. For most residential ratepayers, this equates to an extra $37 per year or 71 cents a week. We will continue to find ways to keep costs down, but we need your help too. Did you know that when a recycling truck is contaminated with non-recyclables, and it only takes one person's bin to contaminate the whole truck, that it costs the council around 60% more to dispose of that now contaminated waste? So improving your recycling habits helps to keep waste charges down. As well, we must stamp out illegal dumping, which is another cost to the community through cleanups, cameras and campaigns. You can take many different items to the waste station for free. Items such as metals, washing machines, car batteries, TVs, paint and engine oil, just to name a few. And to support residents to prepare for the wet season and to help with cleanups, we're providing 2 free waste vouchers per year, 1 voucher in each rates notice. We will have more to say about the waste vouchers very soon. Yes, we're the wettest region in Australia. However, to supply clean water to our community, we must manage an extensive water infrastructure network. This includes 31 water reservoirs, 13 water pumping stations, 9 chlorination stations and 830 kilometres of water mains. This infrastructure has assets you don't see, but they ensure clean water comes out every time you turn on a tap. Maintaining this network, around $212 million worth of assets, is one of Council's biggest responsibilities and one of the largest costs to the community. In 26-27, we've allocated over $8 million to maintain our water infrastructure. We've tried very hard to find ways to keep water charges down. However, we have inherited ageing infrastructure and we must invest in its renewal. Water security and maintaining water infrastructure is a major issue for all councils, not just us, and we believe the state has some responsibility here. We believe it's unfair to pass on rising costs to ratepayers when the state needs to contribute. We will continue to advocate to the state government for their support to help renew critical infrastructure. We are working hard to increase the supply of well-located, flood-resilient housing while preserving the unique character of our region. In 26-27, we will continue to develop Darragee Estate and Eaton Estate, supported by external funding worth $14.4 million. and we will continue to advocate to the state and federal governments on housing policy to meet the Cassowary Coast needs. The Cassowary Coast is incredibly diverse, socially, economically and environmentally. Our region is a mix of town, rural and coastal communities with beautiful beaches, lush hidden land and scenic mountains. We have over 30,000 residents who call the Cassowary Coast home. In developing the budget every year, we are guided by the issues the community reports to Council and through the Community Scorecard Survey. In 2024 Scorecard, you told us that safety, accessibility, education and employment opportunities and access to health and medical services were important. We heard you and we've acted. Drawing from the scorecard and insights from our Youth Advisory Committee, Council advocated for the establishment of the Cassowary Coast University Centre. Now in its second year of operation, the Centre through Council's support is providing accessible tertiary education for our community. Many students are studying in fields aligned with critical local workforce demands including health, education, culture and business. And this aligns with one of Council's values, to grow our own, to increase workforce capability and strengthen pathways into local employment. Council's early leadership and financial support have led to the successful recovery of primary healthcare services in Mission Beach and Cardwell. We are engaging with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples through our First Nations Peoples Advisory Committee. We provide opportunities for First Nations creators to showcase their talents, and we actively participate in reconciliation and NAIDOC events. We are advancing the interests of young people in our region through the Youth Advisory Committee, the Youth Action Plan and a range of grants and bursaries. We run and support many community events including the Australia Day Awards, Pacifica Festival and Volunteers Week. Council also supports the community through our Community Grants program. In 25-26, 86 community organisations received grants worth over $300,000. Plus, in 26-27, we will release a Disability Inclusion Action Plan. This will guide us to progressively improve the accessibility of places and spaces, events, information and services. We are very fortunate to live in a region filled with beautiful beaches, unique wildlife and important coastal ecosystems, and we are committed to our role as environmental stewards of the Cassowary Coast. We support the protection of the Great Barrier Reef through the Reef Guardian program and the Cassowary Coast River Improvement Trust. We support the successful Science in the Pub series, we encourage water conservation and we support revegetation projects. We continue to invest in solar, which is another way we are keeping costs down. And the Cassowary Coast is officially an eco-destination recognised for our commitment to sustainable tourism and environmental protection. We currently have more than 3,200 businesses operating in the Cassowary Coast, which provide over 13,000 local jobs. Through our Growing Stronger Together economic development strategy, we aim to create jobs, attract investment and deliver greater prosperity for the region. The Economic Leadership Committee is in place to support economic growth and help improve the region's livability for current and future residents. We support small business to thrive in the Cassowary Coast through startup toolkits, free personalised advice, shopfront improvement grants, information sessions and local business awards. And as one of the largest employers in the region, Council continues to provide traineeships, apprenticeships and meaningful jobs that contribute to the livability and prosperity of our region. By growing a strong, sustainable and resilient economy, we're on our way to achieving our vision to be the most livable tropical community. I want to thank my fellow councillors and council staff for helping shape the 26-27 budget. In developing the budget, we were guided by Council's values to make it better, be courageous, be accountable to our community, work smarter and grow our own. The budget I present to you today is our values in action. It demonstrates that we are a sustainable council, that we are financially responsible, that we are transparent, and that we are committed to meeting the needs of our community. Councillors, CEO Andrew Graffin, the whole council team and I are working hard for our whole community. During the next 12 months, you'll have a chance to share your feedback through the Cassowary Coast Community Scorecard. So when the time comes, have your say and tell us what matters to you. We are listening. Thank you.